Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mikestand, where we take a look at a nightly dose of Neat news. Hey, Woody, second. Yes, you are second, and I saw ATC was the first one here, so we'll wait a few minutes. See who else shows up. I do remember Leto was saying something about probably not going to be here, right away. So I'm aware of that. I did drop in to say hi this morning. So, anyway, excuse me for one quick moment here. Yeah. So, anyways, and looks like we got more people coming in with four people now. So it's cool. As always, guys, I do appreciate any um, likes and shares you guys can help me out with, of course. Um, see if we can get some more people in here. Um, how's your old days going? Hopefully, everything's going well for you guys. Hmm, yeah. So hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. Just gonna wait to see who else pops in, and we'll probably get started around the 10-minute mark. As most streamers give a few minutes to give everybody a chance to get in. And excuse me one more time. Gotta go off camera for just a quick sec. There we go. Hold on. Let's see what Woody. I slept a lot. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you get a little bit older and you retire more. You do tend to sleep more. Hmm. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty then. Let's see now. Oh yeah. Let's see now. Let's see. So we're at the 4 minute mark. We've still only got four people here. Ah. Hmm. So I guess ATC. I guess for you it's same old, same old. Doing more of your toy restoration stuff and going and watching Leto on history. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, now we got five people in here. That's good. Um, we're just waiting to see who else shows up before I get started. See, we're at what 5.5 minute mark, so like 5 people now. And as always, guys, I do appreciate any likes and shares you guys can. Bat Goat's here. I just saw his comment on best. Ah, and with a bunch of emojis that I don't necessarily get, but hey, what have you. How'd your day go, Bat Goat? Anything exciting happen for you today? Oh, we got 5 people in here now. Hmm. 6.5 minute mark. Let's see. Sticking my tongue out, it's like saying nah, 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 nah. I don't know if you knew this or not, backup, but Nya Nya is a Japanese onomatopoeia for a sound that a cat makes. Um, na 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 na. Here comes the hot stepper, word it up. Excuse me, Mr. Officer, word it up. And do it like that. Yeah. Wasn't sure if you were aware of that or not, Back Goat, but I figured that'd be a nice bit of trivia to put out there for you. Yeah. So Nya, as I was mentioning, is a Japanese onomatopoeia for the sound that a cat makes. So in Japan, the cats instead of saying meow go nya 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 nya. Um, all right, well, we're at 8.5 minutes, so I guess I can. So I've got 5, maybe 6 stories to kind of go over tonight, um, including an announcement about a documentary or a teaser about a documentary being done by Hellboy creator Mike Magnolia. Um, let's see. Also, DC doing some expanding within their universe. Let's see. A little bit of a profile piece in regards to Tokyo Mew Mew. Um, I know I don't doubt if anybody here too much into it, but at least if you wanted to get into reading the manga or watching the anime of Tokyo Mew Mew, at least give you a chance to see what that's all about. Let's see. I know there were 2 anime stories. There's one before that too. I just can't think of it. Probably will once I get over there. And then, of course, Fox made an announcement about their animation slate. Apparently, they're expanding from Sunday into Monday now. So that's all that's on tap for tonight. I don't give a rip about Japanese. I speak English, French, and I understand Spanish. I studied Greek and German at university. Mia Nia Nia gonna have a good time. Hey 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 hey. How about that, Woody? Fat Albert. Nicely done. Da da na, gonna have a good time. Hey hey hey, na na na, gonna have a good time. Hey hey hey, na na na, gonna have a good time. Na na na, gonna have a good time. Okay, so we're up on the 11-minute mark. So I guess now I'll get started on the news stories. Okay, so here we go. Uh, Hey hey hey, hey hey hey, it's Fat Albert, and I'm gonna sing a song for you. When everybody knows it too. We're having fun now with me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing. La la la, gonna have a good time. Hey, 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 la la la, a good time. Hey, hey, excuse me for one more moment, guys. I gotta go off camera here for a sec. Well, looks like we have a visitor here. Bunch of question marks. Okay, I don't know how to respond to that. Just a bunch of dots, dude. If you're wondering what's going on here, it's I'm gonna be reading off some niche articles. We cover, anime, cartoons, comics, mangas, pro wrestling. Go through some articles. Hopefully, you'll get something out of it. Um, Mushmouth is a pimp. I was drinking beers tonight at the brew house. Can you tell? Yep. Well, and we have a mystery guest here, I guess. Somebody who decided to come in as a bunch of question marks and then dots for saying. So, and of course, we were singing a Fat Albert song because, of course, one of the things we do cover, of course, is classic cartoons. We have a good old time, remembering back to some of the classics. So, anyway, so let's get on with this first story then. Hellboy creator Mike Mignola teases the Drawing Monsters documentary covering his work. So let's go ahead and see what this is about here. Legendary comic book creator Mike Mignola talks about the upcoming documentary Drawing Monsters. With a career spanning nearly 40 years, one of the most celebrated and acclaimed comic book creators in the entire history is Mike Mignola. Mignola. From work at DC and Marvel to creating the iconic Dark Horse Comics characters Hellboy and the BPRD, Mignola's work has been highly influential for decades, with the creator serving as the subject of a planned documentary film, Mike Mignola Drawing Monsters. A crowdfunding campaign has launched on Kickstarter with the documentary featuring interviews with a whole host of comic creators and superstar fans, including Neil Gaiman and Hellboy actor Doug Jones, all examining Mignola's legacy. In an exclusive interview with CBR, Mignola explained why now is a good time for the documentary project, why he trusts filmmakers Jim Demonakos and Kevin Hanna, and shared looks at art prints by Alex Maleev and Paulo Rivera. Um, that are included as potential Kickstarter incentives to backers. Additionally, Mignola talked about the release of Mike Mignola, the Quarantine Sketchbook, with all profits going towards the benefit of Jose Andres World Central Kitchen and his mission to provide food to immediate disaster areas. Here we go. So this is a bit of an interview then that we're seeing. And according to the counter, we're down to only 2 people now. Oh, we lost some people, huh? Anyways, here we go. So from CBR, Mike, what made this the perfect time to look back on your career in the form of a documentary film? Mike Mignola. Well, I really had nothing to do with the timing. Jim DeMonacosh came to me and told me that what they wanted to do, and I've always liked Jim, so I said good luck. Of course, I never imagined the thing would actually get made, but about the timing, I suppose it is good, as I now consider myself sort of semi retired. I'm not really retired, but working on it. My guess is he's probably made enough money to where he doesn't have to work all the time. He could like just pick and choose what he works on and when he works, I guess. What was it about Demonicos and Kevin Hanna that ensured to you this project is in the right hands? Mignola. Jim explained to me that the focus would not be on how cool is it to have a movie. I see too much of that these days. Please skip over the beginning, the real work, and focus on movies and toys. Um, Nothing against movies and toys, but I have so little to actually do with that stuff. Happy to have the focus be on what I really did. Sounds like a pretty down to earth guy. He'd rather, if he's going to be asked about stuff, I guess he'd rather focus on the actual work and not like the all the other stuff, the merchandising and all that, which would seem pretty cool. We lost a troll kid. Oh, you think that's what it was? You think he's a troll kid? Think he's a troll kid? Back out. Excuse me one more time, guys. That's all right. All right. Anyways, I'm back. Um, I guess I skipped one more time, and I call the spam and block you if you want to talk cool. All right. Maybe I missed something because okay, I didn't. Okay, so I'm now looking at the so I guess what you call the troll kid was a question mark. Then you said mushmouth and a bunch of question marks. Woody said riddle me this. Okay, for whatever reason, these didn't show up on the StreamYard. Um, really never heard of him. Well, he said that he's the Hellboy creator. So I guess if you haven't read the Hellboy comic, I guess um, I guess he was late in questioning. Uh, he was a troll, Mike. It's cool. He left. Okay. I mean, I didn't even. I mean, even I didn't pick up on whether or not he was trolling. So I don't. Anyways, let's get back to the article here. Oh wait, late in questioning. Anyways, sorry about that. Okay. What interviews and observations within the documentary are you looking forward to hearing for yourself from CBR? Mignola. Any and all. I'm really fascinated to hear what people who I don't actually know or barely know have to say. That almost sounds like a sarcasm. That almost sounds more like a sarcasm right there. Yeah, like I really care about what people that I don't know or barely know have to say about me. That almost sounds like some kind of sarcasm right there. Ah, burp. Yeah, I had to burp. I'm a burping fool. Uh, with the Mike Mignola, the quarantine sketchbook coming out soon. What sketches and artistic inspirations surprised you the most looking back on the past year's worth of sketches? Um, those sketches were just such a joy, especially the ones I did based on old cartoon characters. I never really thought about doing stuff like that, and once I started, it was just addictive. Seeing what these characters would look like translated into my style. Milton the monster. I loved that cartoon as a kid, but never once ever considered drawing him. It was just pure fun. I've done drawing. I've been drawing comics for more than 35 years, and this was the first time I allowed myself a huge chunk of time to draw just for the fun of drawing. And I think some of the drawings are the best, or at least my favorite drawings I've ever done. Let's see. Woody, what's your take on the idiot that keeps calling Nick? Do you Think it's a shoot, or is he really insane? Hmm. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. Anyways, I bet that. Back to the story here. CBR. Your work has often revolved around monsters and ghouls and things that go bump in the night. What is it about the horror genre and its sensibilities that have continually inspired you as a storyteller? Magnola. That's a question I get a lot. And it's really a question for the therapist. I have no real idea. When I was in elementary school, I stumbled across a book about ghosts, true ghost stories, and a big book of Norse mythology, great monsters, in the school library. I checked them out over and over, and then around the time I read Dracula, and that was just it. Must have been around 5th or 6th grade, 11 or 12 years old, I'd take it. I just felt like I'd found my thing. I've never felt the need to wonder about it. I'm just super glad I did. The Kickstarter campaign for Mike Mignola Drawing Monsters is currently live with the film expected to premiere spring 2022. So about a year from now. About a year from now. So there we go. There's the first story. He's for real. I've seen people get just really wound up tight like that over something. The laughing at the beginning of the message was has to be fake. It's so evil psychotic. Is Nick is Nick getting mad love again? Is so- an, 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 another asylum case obsessing over Nick again? Are we sure that it's not Ron? Sure that it's not Moron? Hmm. Anyways, so on to next article then. Excuse me a moment, guys. Anyways, all right, I'm back. Let's see. Nick has a little. Nick has a little angry friend, Mike. The guy is a treat. Laugh out loud. Yeah, yeah I'm sure. I'm sure Nick is glad that he's popular with the crazies. I guess he doesn't have to go walking around asylums because they usually come to him, right? Uh, anyway, so here's the next story. DC expands Infinite Frontier into event series featuring President Superman, Alan Scott, and more. DC is following up the release of Infinite Frontier number 0 with a 6-issue summer event series designed to explore the new DC multiverse. Warning, the following article contains minor spoilers for Infinite Frontier number 0 on sale now. Yeah, I usually don't like to read spoilers. I thought this was just going to be more of a release information kind of thing. He paces around the house, obsessing, thinking up something that would be really funny and clever to say, laughs to himself and called Nick, only it's not as funny as he thinks it is. Hmm. Way, 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 way not funny. Yeah, I just, uh, wonder if the guy's maybe going a little COVID crazy. Sounds like that might be what it is. He should have gone with the humongous honker type nose jokes. Hmm. Yeah, with this next article, I'm not sure. Hmm. Well, usually don't like doing spoilers, but this said only minor spoilers, so I thought this was going to be more of a release kind of thing. All right, I guess I'll read it. Just as fans are waking up to read Infinite Frontier number 0, DC has announced the 64-page one shot is just the opening salvo for its big summer event series, beginning with Infinite Frontier number 1 on June 22nd. Infinite Frontier number 0, writer Joshua Williamson and artist uh, Zernanico, Justice League Dark, will collaborate on the 6-issue Infinite Frontier miniseries this summer with covers by Mitch Gerard's Strange Adventures. March 2021, Action Comics number 1029, Batman number 106, Batman Superman number 16, Batman Urban Legends number 1, Detective Comics 1034, Catwoman number 29, and all these titles coming out. Infinite Frontier number 1. Okay. The event will explore DC's rapidly expanding multiverse with teases including Justice Society of America's Green Lantern, Alan Scott searching for some of his missing allies, the newly resurrected Roy Harper, aka Arsenal, who has chosen to remain hidden rather than explain himself, Barry Allen and President Superman on opposite sides of a dimensional divide regarding the DC Universe's place in the multiverse, the return of Darkseid, and the multiversal superhero team known as the Justice League Incarnate. Many of these storylines in the 6-issue Infinite Frontier are touched upon in Infinite Frontier number 0. James Tynion the Fourth and Stephen Byrne told an Alan Scott story. Roy Harper appeared in Williamson, Alex Maleev, and Jody Belair's Green Arrow and Black Canary story. Barry Allen and Wally West reconnected in a story by Williamson, Howard Porter, and Hi-Fi And Darkseid made his presence known in the epilogue tale by Williamson, John Romita Jr., and Klaus Janssen and Brad Anderson. Infinite Frontier #1 by Joshua Williamson and Zermanico, with covers by Mitch Gerards, goes on sale June 22nd. From DC, Infinite Frontier #0 is on sale now. Yeah. Future State Review. Okay, that's another story. See, we saw that. His last message, he said "way" about 10 times in a row. Oh yeah, I've seen people like that. I've heard of people like that. They try to really make something sound bigger than it is by saying way, 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 way. It's kind of like when you have to go back and you have to like tell the tales of your forefathers, and you gotta talk about your great 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 grandfather, your great 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 aunt on to whatever. Oh wait, or 30. Laugh out loud. But we did get a bunch of extra Ray. Yeah, Ray is a treat too. What is that? The guy's name? You're not in danger of preventing me from buying any DC stuff, Mike. Yeah, I guess that's to the comment. Ah, man, looks like we only have two. Man, I guess not even toys is lurking tonight. The count is back up to 3 now, so I guess it's just back goat Woody and me. Me and you and a dog named Blue coming up on all four. Okay, so there was one more story I saw. That one might contain spoilers too. Hopefully not, but I thought some of this was going to be covered in the previous stories. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this story or not, but um. But anyways, uh, excuse me a moment, guys. I got to go off camera again here. Alrighty then. Let's see what you back up made a comment. Ray is a different Nick Cater. He's super weird, chess guy. Oh, yeah, I think I did see one of the streams where you guys talked about that guy. Anyways, DC celebrates Static Shock's return by animating the hero's origin story. DZ shares a new animated video focused on the secret origin of Milestone's flagship hero, Static, in honor of Milestone Returns. A new video from DC chronicles the origin of Milestone's flagship hero, Static. Placed under the DC Secret Files and Origins video series, video recaps Static's origin as told in the original Static series from Milestone. This includes Virgil Hawkins' conflict with bullies and being caught at the site of the Big Bang, an event involving quantum vapor that transformed those who inhaled it into metahumans. In Virgil's case, he gained the ability to manipulate electromagnetic fields. The video comes in the wake of Milestone relaunching its entire universe with a line of digital first series. Yeah, because I believe I did see something. As I've been doing, of course, as I've been doing my research for the This Day in Each History. I think I've seen a few times where Dwayne McDuff, who of course is one of the guys known for that, had passed away. I think back in 2001 or something like that. So, anyways, the video comes in with a line of digital first titles, including a new Static series in April. The first look at Milestone's relaunched universe came with the Milestone Returns Infinite Edition number 0 one shot, which is now. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, excuse me one more time, guys. Sorry. I'll be right back. Alrighty then. So let's get back to this article here. The first look at Milestone's relaunched universe came with the Milestone which is now available digitally on DC Universe Infinite and other platforms. In addition to Milestone Comics, Static has appeared in the mainstream DC universe as a member of the Teen Titans. He is best known for appearing in the Static Shock animated series, which is currently streaming on HBO Max. A Static Shock film is also currently in the works at Warner Brothers, with Michael B. Jordan producing through his Outlier Society banner. Anyways, well, there's that one. Excuse me again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go off camera again. Okay, so anyways, on to the next story here. Oh, this is the yeah, this is the one I forgot about, the Oscars. Well, let's take a look at this one here, because the other one that I kind of forgot about when I was making my announcement. 6 anime films are Oscar eligible this year, but will any be nominated? 6 anime films were submitted for the Best Animated Feature Oscar this year. All have their strengths, but their odds of nominations are low. Um, Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm back. Hmm. Yeah, we're due for some rain tomorrow here in California, so yeah. Out of the 26 eligible films submitted for the Best Animated Feature Oscar this year, 6 come from Japan. So 6 anime films out of 26, that's about 23%. That's less than a quarter of the films. 6 is also the number of anime films that have been nominated for the award before. Um, Spirited Away, which won, Howl's Moving Castle, The Wind Rises, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, When Marnie Was There, and Mirai. The only anime nominee not from Studio Ghibli is Mirai. Could any of this award season's crop join the shortlist? All of the contenders have their work cut out for them to get recognized. None has been a widespread favorite in a year when Soul and Wolfwalkers are dominating animation awards. And while they each have strengths that could be to their advantage, they also all have noticeable weaknesses. It would be at least mildly surprising if any of these films were nominated, but it's not impossible. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train. Now that as an anime is a pretty popular one. I do know that. So until now, movies based on Shonen Jump properties have never been considered serious awards contenders. Funimation, the company releasing the Demon Slayer film in the US, didn't even bother submitting My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, despite also being eligible. So, what makes Demon Slayer so different? Simple answer, it's already made all the money. It can't be understated what a phenomenon Demon Slayer as a whole, and Mugen Train in particular, has been in Japan. This movie beat Spirited Away's box office records, making it the most financially successful anime film of all time. Those headlines will certainly get it more attention than a film of this type normally would. Already, it's been nominated for a Satellite Award and placed as a runner up for the New Mexico Film Critics Best Animated Film award. Mugen Train um, has hype going for it. The big question is if Academy voters can understand anything that's happening without having watched the TV show first. Excuse me again, guys. I got to go off camera here real quick. Anyways, and it seems like you guys got pretty quiet in your conversation there. I guess you guys are listening to the stories, huh? You guys haven't said anything in a while there. You all still there, right? Anyways, back to the article here. Earwig and the Witch. I know this one got a lot of notoriety because of Studio Ghibli going CGI with this one. On paper, Earwig and the Witch sounded like an Oscar contender. 5 Studio Ghibli films have been nominated in the past, including the winner, Spirited Away. And the studio's first all CGI feature seemed promising. G Kids, the independent animation distributor which has successfully campaigned its way to 12 Oscar nominations, was clearly hoping this year's extended eligibility window would benefit Earwig, which was released this February. Um, then people actually saw the movie and most didn't like it. Critics gave it a low score of 33% on Rotten Tomatoes, and even those who were more forgiving of the film's visual weaknesses, could not forgive the fact the story cuts off just when it should be getting going. With a response like this, a nomination would be a downright shocker. I know that Earwig got a lot of, oh God! Okay, it looks like they went CGI for Lupin as well. Oh man. Well, 4 people are watching now, so that's good. Whoa! Lupin and CGI. Whoa! Lupin the third, the first, the most artistically successful of the two CGI. The more artistic, blah blah blah. The more artistically successful of the two CG movies in contention, Lupin the Third, the first, is a movie that's generally well liked but not widely loved. The film's Rotten Tomatoes score, which calculates how many critics liked it, is 95%. But its Metacritic score, which calculates how much top critics liked it, is only 61. Admittingly, the film has more reviews hosted on RT and on Metacritic. Um, but the general impression is that it's good, but not great. Still, solidly good might be enough to make it in this strange award season if G Kids campaigns as hard as possible and Academy voters can overcome their aversion to franchise anime. Those are two big ifs. But Lupin the Third, the first, is both visually stunning and approachable to those new to Lupin the Third. It actually managed to win the Hawaii Film Critics Society's Best Animated Film Award. Let's see. Excuse me a moment, guys. I gotta go off camera one more time here. Sorry about this. All right, I'm back. Back to the story here. On Gaku, our sound. Like you got the guys in the picture there carrying music equipment, instruments, and equipment. For those seeking the most unique animated films of the past year, on Goku, our sound definitely warrants some attention. This deadpan comedy about a group of stupid musicians was produced independently, and writer director Kenji Iwasawa um, drew almost all of the film's 40,000 frames of animation. It's pretty much ready made to be a cult film. Okay. Stupid musicians. Hmm. Why does that motif sound familiar? Um, Kind of reminds me of the mockumentary Spinal Tap. Anyways, the prospective cult for this film, however, is probably too small for an Oscar nomination. The film's theatrical release last December passed by most critics' attention. Doesn't even have a Rotten Tomato score yet, and G Kids has more mainstream contenders to campaign for. Ride your wave. Asaki Yusai's Ride Your Wave might be the best of the six anime in awards contention this year. It's sad, funny, romantic, inspiring, with great music and outstanding animation. If the discussion of grief in WandaVision made you cry, this anime's treatment of the same subject matter will have you bawling. It's streaming now on HBO Max, so check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Its biggest obstacle has nothing to do with the quality or appeal of the film itself. It's about timing. Movies released in the first quarter of a given year are usually ignored by the Oscars. And with this Oscar season lasting 2 months longer than usual, Ride Your Wave feels like it was forever ago. It won multiple prizes at film festivals in 2019, but this year the Florida Film Critics Circle is the only group to give it anime best animated film nomination so far. G Kids would need an amazing campaign to turn the tide. Yeah, so basically, what they're saying is it was so long ago that Leto's here. Hey, Mike, Toys, Woody, Batcoat. Working on my day off. I will be listening though. Okay. Hey, Leto. And still says we only have 3 people in here, but we've got to have more than that. Man, these counters are stupid. Or did Woody and Batgoat go away for some reason? A whisker away. Netflix release, A Whisker Away, received mostly positive reviews, drawing some comparisons to the works of Studio Ghibli. Despite this, however, it never stood a chance at the Oscars due to the nature of its release. Netflix has 5 contenders this year, and A Whisker Away is by far the lowest campaigning priority. Over the Moon and The Willoughbys are in-house productions that Netflix is clearly prioritizing, while a Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, comes from Oscar favorites Aardman Animation, and the Indian film Bombay Rose has more hype from film festivals. Maybe it can surprise the animation focus Annie Awards, but for Oscars, it's a non-starter. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so we're already past the hour mark then. Okay. Hi, Toys from Leto. Let's see. Hi, Leto. Toys. Solid saying to at Leto Enchanted. Hey, Leto. Been waiting for you. Ah, so you're the one who's lurking around, huh? Hey, Woody. Hey, Solid. Didn't see your name. How goes it? That is kind of an interesting thing. Check that. It's said to be participating now. Okay, so it says Leto, Solid, Action, and Woody, but no Batgoat. I wonder what happened to Batgoat. It looked like Batgoat may have disappeared on us. Well, now we got 5 people watching, it looks like. Let's see. I'm fine. You're gonna be streaming tomorrow. The point is, Batgoat stopped by. Yeah, that's true. He did stop by. I get maybe he just felt the need to go rest, which is cool. I get that. Let's see. Woody probably examining his glassware for proper functionality. Ah, that could be it. Anyways, back to the stories here. More in the anime section here. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever seen this anime before or thought about it. I know this one's probably geared more towards girls, probably more of a shoujo than a shonen. But I figured I'd still read through the article and talk a little bit about it. I've seen it myself, so I think it's pretty cool. But I know you guys may, we'll see how you guys feel about this. If you guys have even seen this before, I know the dub of this was on, I believe it was on CW, I believe, but Warner Brothers. Let's see, so WB Tokyo Mew Mew. How to get started with the anime and manga. Another one of these articles. Tokyo Mew Mew is returning 20 years after its original run. Here's how you can watch this magical girl classic for the new series debuts. And they're going to emphasize, of course, the legal routes to do it. So, over 20 years after its debut, Tokyo Mew Mew, which I think was known here in the States as Mew Mew Power, I believe, is set to return in 2022 with a brand new anime series. For old fans, this is a nostalgic treat. But for new audiences, Tokyo Mew Mew might seem slightly out of reach. So many releases and alternate versions of the anime, thanks to 4Kids. Okay, it was 4Kids. That make it more complicated than it should be to fully enjoy. Thankfully, there's actually nothing to fear when approaching Tokyo Mew Mew. This handy guide should direct your attention to the right corners of the Tokyo Mew Mew universe, making it easier than ever to jump into this magical girl fantasy. I'm thinking maybe because I do got to stop by my part time and the family tax court um, can wait till Thursday. Not entirely sure. At Leto and Cheddar from Solid. I'm starting to work on a big project for my channel, and I have to have it soon. Be sure to check it out. I'll see you later. Okay. Um, how to read the Tokyo Mew Mew manga. Mew Mew, Mew Mew, Mew Mew. Tokyo Mew Mews original manga was written by Reiko Yoshida and drawn by Miya Ikumi. The series ran for 7 volumes between 2000 and 2003, followed by a 2-volume sequel manga from 2003 to 2004. Tokyo Mew Mew a la mode, which was written and illustrated by artist Miya Ikumi, while the original is the iconic Tokyo Mew Mew manga everyone knows and loves. Tokyo Mew Mew a la mode was a cute separate story that, while nice, didn't really shake up the universe set up in the previous manga. Throughout the original volumes, these are also special, or there are special chapters including Petite Mew Mew and Tokyo Black Cat Girl. Yeah, it's kind of a magical girl, cat girl story here. 2020 saw the return of Tokyo Mew Mew with 2 new manga. Tokyo Mew Mew 2020 Return was a 2-chapter manga released in celebration of the series' 20th anniversary and featured redesigns of the original cast. It was accompanied by the now ongoing spin-off Tokyo Mew Mew at Late, um, Ola, Olai, um, which features a team not of magical girls, but of magical boys. Okay. Um, Both started in December 2019 with Tokyo Mew Mew Olay as of this writing still ongoing. Tokyo Mew Mew became a best-selling manga in North America when it was licensed by Tokyopop. Though this run has been out of print for quite some time, it has instead been replaced by a set of omnibuses that collect all of Tokyo Mew Mew in 3 large volumes, with a separate omnibus for Tokyo Mew Mew a la mode. These are published by Kodansha, which also publishes the Sailor Moon manga. These can be bought on Amazon, Comixology, iBooks, Kobo, Nook, or physically in bookstores. For now, Tokyo Mew Mew 2020 Return, Tokyo Mew Mew Olai do not have English language releases. Let's see. All right, let's see. I'll check it out. Solid. Take care, buddy. See you, Solid. I guess Solid had to leave, huh? Give me a moment while I go off camera here. Let me see. We're back down to 3 again. I guess this is a slower night. We're not as active tonight, huh? And now just let old Woody and me it would appear. Anyways, alrighty, and so let's back to this then. Oh, we're now back up to 4 people then. Okay. Um, how to watch the Tokyo Mew Mew anime? While the upcoming 2022 anime has yet to be released, Tokyo Mew Mew had an incredibly popular anime released between 2002 and 2003. However, actually watching it is a bit of an undertaking. Tokyo Mew Mew was one of many anime localized by for kids, and while Mew Mew Power did prove very popular, It is significantly altered version. It is a significantly altered version of the original. Probably another case of them trying to make it more kid friendly, to get by the censors, get by like the FCC and all that. Probably what it was, or just simply for kids being, wanting to make anime for kids. You know, for kids only dubbed the first half of the anime, resulting in Mew Mew having just 26 of the original 52 episodes, which happens a lot because yeah, they kind of did that with Yu-Gi-Oh GX as well. They dubbed up through like the majority of the third season. They just didn't dub the last episode of the third season or the fourth season. So like the episodes where Jaden in Yu-Gi-Oh GX where he takes on Yugi are not dubbed. Which kind of sucks. Um, Bizarrely enough, Mew Mew Power was only released on home media in its entirety in South Africa. The home media for Mew Mew Power is out of print, meaning that unless you import out of print Region 2 DVDs from South Africa, you'll have to wait and hope that an unabridged version of the anime is released in English along with Tokyo Mew Mew New. So there we go. It for that story. Says four to me. Yeah, I see four now. Okay, so the StreamYard counter says four. The YouTube counter says four now. So yeah, so now we're back up to four. It just keeps varying though. It goes back and forth from like five to four. Well, now in the participants list here, it's only list me and you, Toys. So on YouTube there. So I know people are probably just well maybe participants because you're the only one who commented. I don't know, but anyways. So anyways, I think I've completed. So I just have one more story to go through, which is from the TV section. There we go. This was the last story I decided to read for tonight. Let's see. Dang. Oh, hour 19. Okay. Fox's animation slate expands to Mondays this summer. Beginning in May, Fox's infamous Sunday animation lineup will expand into Monday nights to accommodate more offerings. I guess in English that means they're gonna have the animated comedies on Mondays as well, so try to get more people to watch them. Fox has announced it will be expanding its animated programming, a staple of the network's Sunday lineup, to Mondays this summer, starting on May 31st. The Monday night animated programming will include the new series Housebroken at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, followed by season 2 of Duncanville at 9:30. Duncanville will have its two-part season premiere on Sunday, May 23rd at 8:30 and 9:30 before moving to its new time. Housebroken appears to diverge from the family sitcom formula of most Fox animated series by focusing on the lives of pets. A synopsis of the series can be found below. Featuring the voices of Lisa Kudrow, Tony Hale, and Will Forte, animated comedy Housebroken follows a group of neighborhood pets and stray animals as they work through their issues inside and outside their therapy. ah, paging Dr. Doolittle, paging Dr. Doolittle. Honey, Emmy Award winner Lisa Kudrow from Friends and The Comeback, a standard poodle, opens her living room for the group to come and support each other through the misery, mayhem, and majesty of being a pet. Honey also struggles with her own problems, such as her arranged, by her human, marriage with Chief, Nat Faxon of the way back, a sloppy Saint Bernard who enjoys eating socks and licking himself. Okay, paging Dr. Doolittle, paging Dr. Doolittle. In case you guys don't get the reference, that's from that. I think it was a Robin Williams movie called Doctor Doolittle, in which he could actually talk to animals. Laugh out loud. Yep, laugh out loud. Yep. Let's see. Additional voice cast members on the series include Catastrophe Sharon Hogan, The Good Places Jason Manzokis, and Veeks Sam Richardson and Clea Duvall. The series is created and executive produced by Gabrielle Allen, Jennifer Crittenden, and Clea Duvall. Duncanville's first season premiered in February 2020 and is currently available for streaming on Fox Now and Hulu. The series was created by Amy Poehler and Mike and Julie Scully. Mike Scully, I believe that's the son of Vin Scully. I think. I think Mike Scully is the son of Vin Scully, the Dodger, the late Dodger. Well, I don't know if he died yet. But anyways, um, but anyways, Poehler voices both the spectacularly average 15-year-old boy, Duncan Harris, and his mother, Annie, while Ty Burrell voices Duncan's father, Jack, which Poehler is just the latest in a number of voice actresses, of course, who probably has voiced, young boys, you know, so younger boys. So the season 2 premiere is set to follow the Harris family on their first vacation. Poehler's former Parks and Recreation co-stars Adam Scott, Aubrey Plaza, Retta, and Nick Offerman will be making guest voice appearances in the premiere. At Comic Con at home in 2020, it was revealed that Poehler will also be reprising her role as Leslie Knope as part of this Parks and Rec reunion. So there we go. That's the end of that one. So we're pretty much done with all the main stories of the night. Hopefully, you guys found those entertaining, um, informative, and/or entertaining. Um, let's see. Let's check stuff out here. I love Aubrey Plaza. Sounds more like a place than a person, but uh, so let me ask you something, Leto. If you could, would you visit Aubrey Plaza? Animity's in the house. Hey, hey, hey! Just got home, going to make a bite to eat and relax while I listen in. Well, you're kind of on the late side, my friend. I know you're getting home from work, but we're actually already done with all the main stories. Excuse me a moment. I go off camera, guys. All right, I'm back. Hey, Anon. I would. um, hello, anonymity. D2. Hey, anonymity. All right, so let's see. We're coming up on an hour and a half here. Um, so is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about? I know, like Batgoat and Woody were talking about, I guess, Nick Stalker earlier tonight. Even in everyone, even in their anonymity. Oh, now we got a lot of people participating now. Two, three, four, five. Five of you participating. Conversation. Okay. Ah. As always, guys, of course, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. That does help with everything. Um, all right. Well, as it does seem like people are, I guess, dragging a bit. Are you guys ready for? I think I'll start wrapping this up. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Coming up on an hour and a half here, so I think it seems like people are a little you know um, I think it seems a little more low energy tonight. So, are you guys ready for this day in each history? See, niche it up. Start wrapping it up. Niche it. Okay, so without no further ado, let's take a look. Today being March 2nd, 2021, let's take a look back on this day in niche history. Um, so here we go. I got three pieces of history for you guys tonight. I'll take a look at. The first one we're going to look at, we're going to go back to 1951, 70 years ago today. Okay, Nietzsche, Starbelly, Starbelly Nietzsche's and Nietzsche's with none. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go back 70 years first off. On this date in 1951, 70 years ago today, Fawcett Comics would release on the newsstands the 120th issue of Captain Marvel Adventures. Captain Marvel, this Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, was originally a Fawcett comic creation by Otto Binder and C.C. Beck. Um, he debuted in Whiz Comics #1 in February 1940. So this is his own feature series. So the 120th issue of comic of Captain Marvel Adventures was released on this date 70 years ago in 1951. So this is Billy Batson, the Fawcett character, not to be confused with the Captain Marvel of Marvel Comics, not to be confused with the Brie Larson Captain Marvel. This is one from Speaketh the Wisdom Nietzsche King. So this is Billy Batson. This is the original Captain Marvel. Um, so this, so that's what happened on this day in 1951. Was the 120th issue of Captain Marvel's Adventures was released on the newsstands. So now let's go ahead and move on to the next piece of meat. On this date 10 years ago today, in 2011, LBX, also known as Little Battlers Experiences, known in Japan as Donball Senki, premiered on TXN TV Tokyo. Um, so on this date, 10 years ago today in 2011, the anime LBX, Little Battlers Experience, known as Donball Senki in Japan, premiered on TXN TV Tokyo in 2011. So there you go. I don't know if any of you um, watched it before. It was on Nicktoons, from what I understand, at one point. And finally, the final piece of niche news here for tonight. On this date, 5 years ago today, 2016. So, let's see. I believe it was a Wednesday, in fact. Um, Kevin Nash announces he will, after his death, have his brain donated to the CTE Center at Boston University and the Concussion Legacy Foundation. The announcement comes on the same day that women's soccer star Brandy Chastain said she was doing the same thing. The announcements come in the wake of raised awareness of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a neurological disorder observed in professional athletes, most often in football and boxing, but other sports such as professional wrestling who suffered repeat brain trauma. So on this date 5 years ago today, Kevin Nash announced that he was going. Now remember, Kevin Nash is 6'11", over 300 pounds. This guy mastered the jackknife powerbomb, but he announced that he was going to donate his brain for CTE research, basically. Maybe to help others out there. So that's all that happened on this day in Nietzsche history. So I thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really appreciate the likes and the shares and good conversation. So I hope you all have a good night. Let's all try to get some rest for tomorrow. Don't forget on this Friday we'll be getting back to the historical comic retrospect, um, which we'll be looking at February 1937. Of course, Detective Comics #1 went on sale on that date in March of 37. So Batcode and I will be looking at that. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.